Well done!
The leader of the Manji clan, the inheritor of the demon sword, the mechanized space ninja. Yoshimitsu is a character that goes by many names, but also a character that has lived many lives. When we think of the character Yoshimitsu, we often think of his appearance in Tekken, or his 2 appearances in the Soul Calibur franchise. But the idea, the concept of the mechanized ninja starts even before those 2 games itself. Mario Ninja is a side-scroller arcade game that was released by Namco in 1988, later adapted into a Japanese live-action film by the same name. Mario Ninja is set in the future, where a war is being waged between humans and cyborgs, the Resistance, and a powerful, corrupt royal family. The Resistance sends a small band of soldiers. Amongst them is a young man who is set out to avenge his fallen brother. After suffering many losses and battling towards the enemy castle, it is revealed that the cyber ninja is in fact the lost brother, transformed into the robot and now determined to regain his human body. Even though this story is more similar to that of Scorpion or Sub-Zero, this still sets the foundation of the mechanized ninja. And 6 years after the Mario Ninja releases, Namco makes another game, Tekken, and in that the cyber ninja makes a return, this time under the new title Yoshimitsu, voiced by Harada. The second version of Yoshimitsu appears 4 years later in 1998, this time in Soul Calibur.
A raging fire becomes dying embers.
And the third Yoshimitsu appears in the 2012's Soul Calibur 5.
See what is right and not to do it is want of courage.
All 3 Yoshimitsus are the leader of the Manji clan at their individual periods in time. The first Yoshimitsu, the one from Soul Calibur, was originally considered to be the ancestor of Tekken's Yoshimitsu. However, the introduction of the second Yoshimitsu revealed that the Yoshimitsus are willingly killed and replaced by a younger prodigy in order to make Yoshimitsu appear more immortal to outsiders. In his rivals Kunimitsu's story in Tekken 2, it is revealed that Yoshimitsu's blade is passed down through the Manji clan leaders. The blade that is wielded by Yoshimitsu is also named Yoshimitsu. Just like the character, the blade is shrouded in mystery. Yoshimitsu's beloved self-named katana was handed down through many generations in the Manji clan. Yoshimitsu, after the massacre of his clan, swore an oath of vengeance to the weapon. Upon the inauguration of the new leader, their predecessor is ritually sacrificed, and the blade absorbs the person's power and skill. We get a brief glimpse of this sword absorption ability in Tekken Cross Street Fighter. One of Yoshimitsu's alternate costumes in the game is M. Bison's uniform, and Capcom has stated that rumor says that after defeating Bison, Yoshimitsu also took his Psycho Power ability as his own.
Overconfidence is the greatest enemy.
Yoshimitsu is one of 4 characters to appear in every single Tekken. The same cannot be said for Soul Calibur, even though the title has made an appearance in every single game. Like I said earlier, there's 2 different characters, people, with the name Yoshimitsu. In Soul Calibur, the first Yoshimitsu, the original Yoshimitsu, has a run-in with a couple of characters. The first being Vodo, who temporarily steals the sword. The second and third character that Yoshimitsu really has an interaction with in the Soul Calibur franchise is Tira and Sophia. Both characters in separate games prevent Yoshimitsu from achieving his goal of obtaining Soul Edge. By the time of Soul Calibur 5, the first Yoshimitsu has been ritually executed and succeeded by a younger, eerily similar protege, who shares his fighting style, voice, mannerisms, and his clockwork arm. Every Yoshimitsu that takes up the mantle must lose an arm. All Yoshis is Yoshi. Of course, Soul Calibur takes place during the medieval time. Tekken is more of the modern age. In the first game, Yoshimitsu entered the King of the Iron Fist tournament to create a distraction, while his Manji clan take all of the prize money that is going to be handed out in the tournament. While participating in the first tournament, he meets his first enemy, Ganryu, whose disrespectful attitude cannot be overlooked. The winner of their battle is unknown. In Tekken 2, Yoshimitsu is dealt his biggest blow. Kunimitsu, the Manji clan's second in command. She betrays them. First, she breaks the law of the Manji clan and she tries stealing an amulet from another contestant. The betrayal happens when she sets her sights on Yoshimitsu and his blade. Her and her grandfather create a scheme, a ruse, to steal the blade from Yoshimitsu and try to duplicate it. Even though the legends say cannot, they still want to. She attacks Yoshimitsu, but she is beat. Yoshimitsu casts her off, sends her into exile to never ever be seen again. Also in Tekken 2, Yoshimitsu makes friends with a character, Dr. Bosconovitch. Dr. Bosconovitch helps Yoshimitsu. He's the one who gives him the mechanical hand. These two share information, they share their luxuries, science for protection. In Tekken 3, Yoshi and Dr. Bosconovitch, they plan to steal some of Ogre's blood to create a cure for an unknown illness that Bosconoviches have. They are unable to do so, but he does return with a cyborg, Brian Fury. After being targeted by his connection to Dr. Bosconovitch, Yoshimitsu defeats Brian Fury. Yoshimitsu takes Brian Fury back to the lab to be helped by Dr. Bosconovitch. This is Yoshimitsu's greatest failure in my opinion. Dr. Bosconovitch agrees to help Brian Fury. They rejuvenate him. They empower him. They do everything they can for Brian Fury. When Brian Fury wakes up, he looks around and sees no Yoshimitsu. All he sees is Manji clan members and Bosconovitch. He snaps and he kills everyone. Yoshimitsu shows up a little bit later and he sees the damage that Brian Fury has done. From Tekken 5, 6, and 7, his goal has been to avenge his clansmen, to find Brian Fury, and to destroy him. Yoshimitsu also learns that his sword is weakening. It will lose power and it will drive its user insane if it does not kill evildoers for a prolonged amount of time. Yoshimitsu has participated in 5 tournaments up until this point, yet he has not slayed anyone. Not Brian Fury, not Kunimitsu, not Ganryu, not no one. And the sword is hungering for that sacrifice. In Tekken 6 and 7, Yoshimitsu is becoming more and more aware of Jin Kazama's actions, the World War, Heihachi Mishima returning from the grave. All these things, including the return of the new Kunimitsu, the daughter, is driving Yoshimitsu into a corner. What will happen next? Will he find Brian Fury in Tekken 8 and be able to avenge Dr. Bosconovitch and his clansmen? We are given hints that Kunimitsu will take his sword, just like Vodo did back in Soul Calibur. There's also his interest in Jin Kazama and Heihachi. We do not know where that leads. This is the many lives, the many stories of Yoshimitsu, forever hated by its enemies, the leader of the Manji clan, the inheritor of the demon sword, the mechanical space ninja. Yoshimitsu is a character of many names and also many lives. Thank you for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this breakdown of the character. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on the video. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching and bye bye.